Hi, in this video we'll be testing the test for life functions in test W5. This test just demonstrates that the simulation gives a response telling the user that the body has failed when any of the organs' vitals exceeds the minimum or maximum ranges, all of which are real life values in which if a person, on average, if a person was to exceed, they would die. And it should give a specific response to which organ has failed and why. The minimum and maximum values are here. Test W5, and let's begin. So I'll start. Oh, sorry. So let's start by going down. And first we can see that the minimum heart rate is 25. So if we were to go in and change the heart rate to 25, we can see that not only the flow is less because slow heart rate, but the body is still alive. Then if we were to change it to say 23, which is below 25, and we run the simulation, we can see that due to bradycardia, which is a medical term for slow heart rate, the body has failed, and you can actually see this below that the flow in and flow out are extremely low, so none of the organs are getting enough blood and therefore would die. We can see this again if we exceed the maximum heart rate of 300. So first let's go and do some of the extreme data. So let's put 300. We can see the body is still alive, extreme amounts of blood flowing in and out of the heart into all of the organs. But if we were to go to 301, the erroneous data for this test, we can see that the body failed, suffered a heart attack, and there is extreme amounts of blood. This also works if we were to up the heart to something unrealistic, such as 400, the body would just fail immediately. Because as far as I know, I don't think anyone can heart attack, extreme flow out. Let's just put this back to 100 for the rest of our tests. So now we can do body temperature. The max body temperature is 41.5. By then you suffer heat stroke and die, and the lowest you can go is around 30 before hypothermia and death. So let's try that. Let's go change the temperature to 41. See, the body is still alive. Yep. But then if we were to go above 41.5 to, let's say, 47, body failed due to heat stroke. And similarly, if you were to go below 30, let's say 26, you can see that the simulation responds with body failure due to hypothermia. Let's do one more. SG1 specific to an organ. So say a capillary ruptured in the brain, and the brain can no longer supply itself with enough oxygen. So the oxygen levels go below 86. So let's go to the brain. Let's change oxygen levels to 83, below 86. You start the simulation. We see runs. We can see body failed, insufficient oxygen to the brain object. We can see that comes up as the brain object, and then it's storage. So that's some syntax that is going to need to be fixed, and that will work. Yeah, and obviously you can't have too much oxygen in the brain. You can have 100% saturation. So that's the same, and that's the same for carbon dioxide. But vice versa, you can't have too little carbon dioxide in the body. Thanks for watching this test.